Alright, I think I'm live.
Yeah.
Somehow. I don't know how. But it worked out. Guys, Fusion, Psychedelic, Trip, Dopeness. Shout out to Bobby Jones. We're gonna demo the Futurola.
Oh, don't do it, dude. Don't do it.
American-made product.
That's what they say, but I think it's actually made in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Don't take his word for it. It's
It looks American-made.
Much love, no hate. Yeah. We're actually here to demo the Santa Cruz Shredder Industrial Hemp Plastic, I believe, advanced engineered product, as well as do a sample testing on a fresh batch of some Day One Fire we just got in. You know what I'm saying? It's that ultra premium top shelf hemp flower, indoor. Not very much of this out there in the world right now, but you know we got that exclusive jump over here. Just landed. Damn, son. This is that fire. Shout out to Monterey. Shout out to NorCal. But none of that Oregon boof. No offense. Yeah, let's let the camera get a little. No B-buds. No shake in this bag. This is just all proper top shelf, super primo, loud hemp flower. This is the stuff you want to be smoking, guys. None of that fucking trash mid-grade that everyone around the area, everyone around the country is slanging right now. You don't want to put that into your body. That's extraction grade hemp, not smoking grade. Alright, guys? We're here to raise the bar, set the standard, and let everybody get a little relaxed. Take the medicine the way they want it, at the quality they want it. I'm very, very excited. These units right here are already spoken for, but we're going to take a little bit of Percy and just do a little sample test. You know, they're straight from the farm. You know, they hook it up with a good quarter to a half pound over. So, we ain't stressing. Anyway, I want to shout out to anybody out there who's repping CBD properly, repping hemp flower properly, not just in it for the money and worrying about the actual end result, because people are intending to smoke this, people are putting it into their bodies, ingesting it in many different ways, and here at Day One Organics, we don't cut corners on that. All of our growers, have been growing organically for decades. And that's no bullshit, you know what I mean? We're not in it for the money, we're in it for, for the patients, we're in it for the clients, we're in it for the fun. I mean, this is a dream come true. It's legal cannabis in 50 states, and it's helping people every single day. It's helping me, it's helping my friends, my family. I just got back from a sales run from up in the Northeast where, raising the bar up there, just letting people know what's coming. Educating our local law enforcement officers in some interesting ways for sure. Had a run-in last night, late night. Just had lit up one of these fire pre-rolls. Shout out to Ropes out of NorCal as well. It's your first top shelf pre-roll. No B-buds, no shake, no fucking trim, none of that mid-grade BS. All top shelf, super fire buds. Let me get you a little look into that fucking super sauce, baby. Woo! Special sauce hybrid. Nobody's got this tested nearly 2% terpenes right now. blowing the doors off the market. Sorry, guys, I can't get you a proper. Maybe this button might show up a little better. All right, I'm not a photographer, but videographer. But check it out anyway. Shout out to my homies over at Ropes. Check them out in your local stores, local head shops. We're bringing the fucking fire out here. Check us out on Day One Organics on Instagram. You know what I mean? Shout out to Fire on the Mountain podcast.
Hey.
Day One podcast coming soon. Shout out to Level 42 Gallery on Instagram.
Killing it. Congratulations on the graffiti show.
Hell yeah. I missed out. Got here a couple hours too late.
They did such a good job putting that together, man.
I hope I get down there before they close it up tomorrow. I guess I gotta get up a little early.
It'll be up for at least a week or so.
Oh, sweet. Well, then I got plenty of time.
Yeah, a lot of things were sold though right away.
So I missed it. I missed
All
out on
a lot of the good stuff.
All right.
It's all really good though. There's plenty more, but
anyway.
Yeah.
Check them out on social medias.
Really
I'm sure they have
job,
a bunch of proper stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna.
A lot of great energy going on down there.
Dude.
At the foundation, the whole complex.
Hell yeah.
And that studio, their position in the industry is incredibly unique, dude. And we're blessed to be here in Nashville and just be around that energy and just that culture
Good
of
vibes, good people,
creativity and just
world-class
community,
artists.
You know? Yeah, world-class artists.
Quality people.
World-class people.
Hell yeah, that's for sure. If you guys haven't been to Asheville, I would definitely recommend check it out. Glass Roots coming. When's that? October?
Yeah, it's in October. That's it's gonna be a large show exhibiting glass artists and other things associated with just the industry in general.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, galleries.
Day One
show
Organics
shops.
planning to get a booth for sure and just you know what I mean? Maybe do some collaborations with some artists, get some fucking funky funky flower jars, maybe some sick Day One
There's even an option like
Day
sponsor
One
some
pieces.
artists. Yeah, like split a booth or some shit.
It'll be fun, dude.
That'd be cool.
Hell yeah. And by then we're gonna have a full product line of just literally the best quality plant medicine products that you can put in, on, around your body, your friends, family's bodies, you know what I mean? Treat your temple. You only get one, so treat it right.
Yeah, and it's a wholesale exposition, so it's going to be dealing with a lot of the shop and a lot of like where the industry is buying and setting up for their next successes. It's kind of where we come in as a team. I think that we get to shine on that pretty fucking well, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to rep the set. Moving to Asheville, first year out here. It's gonna be epic. We're gonna all have a good time.
Yeah.
Hit up some local spots.
With the young homie Cam Reed there on the back, he was making some figurines, making hummingbirds and like a dog.
Damn.
At the show tonight, which is fucking so cool.
That's epic, dude.
Yeah, like really beautiful ones. Like such a great job. And his function, his pipe work, his like line work is super intense. He's just a really good dude. He's a good like family guy. He's fucking awesome.
Sounds like somebody.
Someone to be around. Just
Exactly.
Consistent, good people. I love working with him, dude.
Hell yeah. Any of you guys that are head shop owners or vape lounges, glass galleries, anything looking to get into the CBD game and you want to do it right, please reach out to us. We're willing to work with people who do it, quality, who, like I said before, aren't cutting corners and are in it for, for the people, dude. Like, this is going to be a $30 billion industry and, there's a piece of the pie for everybody. It's not about the money. It really isn't. Like, this is changing lives and it's destigmatizing a plant that's been demonized for hundreds of years, and but has been providing relief and pleasure and just perspective for thousands. So blessed to be a part of this this community.
Yeah,
That's all
it's
I
a
gotta
journey
say.
to fucking. It's like,
It's been a huge journey, man. Been a lot of ups and downs. Had a lot of personal trials and tribulations through this. Seen a lot of friends go down different roads, and it's grateful to be here. Shout out to the Farm Bill, 2018 Farm Bill. Shout out to actually some progress on this, and let's hope that the regulation is proper when it's fully implemented. Either way, I mean, we got to band together in this. This is grassroots. You know what I mean? This wasn't done by big pharmaceutical companies. Like, this is people saying, like, local farmers. You know what I mean? Coming together. This is opening doors for so many people. You know, shout out to your local farmer. Shout out to anybody who's, you know what I mean, not cutting corners on that too, and is grown organically and realizes that food and plants are medicine and should be treated with respect. But
it's very true.
fuck yeah. And I don't know if you guys have any questions about hemp flower or Heady Glass or anything. I'm the Hemp Flower Connect. Let me know. Day One Organics on Instagram, like I said. We're looking to get a delivery service set up out here and branch out further than that for our retail stuff. We have an online shop coming soon that you can get literally the best hemp products that are in the world right now. They'll be on there. And then for the Heady Glass, get it this man.
Yeah, absolutely. Your favorite shop, your favorite gallery, and kind of help them,
There you go.
set up and rep the best of American glass art, with the best quality and best prices, the best in each category. Hand delivered to your door. We also ship, and
Yup.
yeah, that's
those.
such a blessing. They're great connections to make. That is every time it lands so well. The inventory we have, so.
Packed
Or
properly.
just the culture in general here in North Carolina. Like, there's a lot of creative people, and there's a lot of experience out here around the industry, and it shows with what we're able to represent. And yeah, Asheville's definitely got a great glass scene, and where the glass scene is right now, there's some leadership in it, and there's some real progressive things happening.
Some direction for sure.
Yeah, and as far as East Coast, like, Asheville definitely holds a good position in that, with all the excitement and progress that's happening over here.
Hemp capital on the East Coast for damn
Hemp
sure.
capital for sure. And that's definitely going to
Yeah.
drive sales. We're at, like,
I think 10 CBD dispensaries out here right now. Not all of them doing the Lord's work. Not all of them doing the proper stuff. But we definitely have some people that are carrying Day One products and getting that.
So what do you think
fire.
about, like, hemp's popularity in states that are medical, like in Cali and Colorado?
I think it's a huge blessing. I don't think anybody's seen, like, I think that the breeding and the strains and everything are just getting to the point where you want to start ingesting them like marijuana. You want to start ingesting them like smoking. You know what I mean? Prior to 3 months ago, I hadn't really seen any super nice hemp flower. Of course, I mean, wasn't looking. I was in, an opposite end of the spectrum for the legal cannabis game, but I hadn't looked, and then when I started looking, when I came here, actually, it was one of the first experiences that I saw these people, smoking hemp flower, and I wasn't really thrilled with the quality, coming from a background of 10 plus years in the cannabis industry, and I took a trip out west, started talking to some people, had some friends out in NorCal, out in Oregon, and was just like, yo, what's going on? You guys switched a couple months ago, a couple of years ago. The people that actually took over one of my grows at my favorite spot, shout out Sebastopol, California, did CBD. He was on that 2 years ago now. 2 seasons he's got in, all organic. The farm's been organic for 12 years, and we just we're doing it big. If people start to get this in there, I think, going back to what you were saying on that question, I think people would love it. It has changed the game for me as a cannabis fanatic. You know what I mean? Somebody who's seen thousands of samples of different types of cannabis. A lot really, really fantastic, a lot not so much. If people are seeing this, it's almost indistinguishable from marijuana unless you're an absolute expert. It's very hard to tell the difference. And it's nice to get the relaxation effect. It's nice to get the pain management. It's nice to get,
It's a
the
very unique
appetite.
makeup of plant, dude, and just the effects
With-
of it. Like it's
It's nice to get all these things
a very unique opportunity.
without the psychoactive high. I mean, the psychoactive high is wonderful. It's great. THC is, an extremely beautiful, helpful molecule. But in high amounts, it can definitely, for some people, it doesn't work well. Some people just like to do it for recreation. I have a lot of people that are heavy cannabis smokers that do 1-to-1. So if they, roll a gram joint or something, they're putting a half gram of CBD and a half gram of their Delta 9, of their old school marijuana with high THC levels, and the effects are fantastic. I would definitely recommend to try it, but make sure you guys, have a little connection with where it's coming from, because this is coming from the earth. You shouldn't just, hopefully you guys have a better connection than just buying it from, out of a fucking, out of a Vaxxil bag, or, a Ziploc bag, or from some random dude who doesn't even, is making up a strain name, or doesn't know anything about where it's coming from. We're trying to break the, just like people want their food, want to know where their food's coming from. People should want to know where their recreation, where their medicine is coming from. But yeah, I think this is going to be huge in states that already have medical and recreational. It's something that, you get all the benefits of cannabis, except you don't get that head high. You don't get, blasted. And sometimes, for me as a business owner, it's hard for me to function if I'm high all day, Especially, and like now I'm out here in a state that doesn't have medical or recreational, and I'm not, I don't want to be a criminal. I don't want to break the law on this. So it's a biggest blessing. And if you haven't tried hemp flower, get at us. We'll by the end of the week, we will definitely have products up there. We have all the best that the earth has to offer, that expert growers have to offer, and at affordable prices. And we're gonna, once I figure out the implementation, we're gonna be doing special pricing for veterans, special pricing for low income people. If you can verify that, you're under a certain amount of income, like we'll help you out. Like we're not in it for the money. We're not greedy people, and we just want to get you the best quality medicine that we can, and we can deliver it right to your door. It's interstate travel. Interstate traffic with hemp flower is completely legal under the Farm Bill, so we'll let the good old mail system do its job. Just like you can go and order your pharmaceuticals online, order your pills from your doctor and everything online, get straight to your house. Same with this plant medicine. It's, no risk of overdosing. The harm is very little. Smoking is of course not good for you. I'd recommend vaping if you have the ability to. The FDA is still putting out some certain stuff about edibles and stuff, so we'll see where that all goes. But you get to absorb the THCA, the CBDA, those molecules in their acid form, which also have tremendous benefit in a different way other than the Delta 9 form, which happens through decarboxylation when you heat it to a certain temperature and or light it on fire. This is so clean. The taste is fantastic. It's gonna be a huge blessing. There's a lot of really not so wonderful hemp products going around right now. Stuff that tastes like, just dirt when you smoke it. It smells bad. Like our stuff is terpene rich. It's, it's sealed and stored properly. And it's the stuff you want to be putting in your body, really. I would say. I don't know. I've been doing this for quite a while, and I wouldn't put it in my body if it wasn't absolute top grade. So.
That's a good thing.
Hell yeah. If you guys see this, you have any questions about anything, leave them in the comments if that's a possibility. Or just, slide in those DMs and let's start a conversation about it. We're definitely here. One of the main things we're trying to do on our Instagram is educate people about this. I mean, what is CBD? What's the difference between marijuana and hemp? Hemp flower. What are terpenes? All these, things that people hear, maybe you've heard of and you're not too familiar with, or maybe, you're familiar with it, but there's always more to learn. That's what I've found out. I mean, just be a student of life and you can learn something from everybody, so. Hell yeah. Anyway, back to the review of our blue cheese over here. It's clean. It's not harsh at all. It has a very distinct taste. I mean, it smells fantastic, and the smell holds true. I mean, for hemp flower, this is the best stuff that I've seen. I've probably looked at 25 to 30 strains. A little loud. 25 to 30 strains of hemp flower at this point, and probably a few hundred examples of pounds and everything else. And these are actually, just seeing it right here. Oh my god, dude. We're fired up out here. 3:30 in the morning.
It's all good.
I think we could add some music to it later, if that's possible.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, we're still working on the logistics of this podcast. This is only our second attempt. Last attempt.
It'll get worse before it gets better.
I don't think so, dude. I think we're on a steady incline.
But we'll have it nice.
But the content is still gonna be proper. Don't you guys worry about that.
Yeah, definitely welcome to come hang out in whatever condition we're in.
Hell yeah.
But it's gonna be nice.
Very nice.
We're gonna be cartoons.
He speaks for himself. I speak for myself. I represent my own brand.
Translated in 50 languages.
Just 50, no more, no less.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. We are definitely. We're working on that. That's our main thing. I mean, the music, not an issue. The camera quality, the angle, not an issue. We want to get animated on here, not just in our personalities and in what we stand for and what we're doing, but literal animation apparently.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we're gonna adjust as we need to. It's gonna be a long journey. Like, that's why this is fun to do. It's like, it's a 20-year journey, if not more. Like a minimum 20-year journey. It's like, okay, cool. Because I've been doing it already. Like, we've kind of been.
Yeah, it's definitely
about
been
living your life. And
12, 13 years of this journey so far, and we only got to this podcast and stuff in 2019.
Yeah.
Talking about it since
eventually.